Branson's one of those places where you never run out of things to do. Go-karts, shows, way too much good food, and Table Rock sitting right there the entire time. Mrs. Albert and I spent the day soaking it in, walking around downtown, checking out the sights, doing the whole tourist thing. But every trip like this eventually comes down to one moment, walking back out to the airplane. It was a clear VFR day, but I filed IFR anyway, like I usually do. Keeps me sharp and keeps things simple with ATC. So let's get in, get set up, and get this bird back home to Romeo Kilo Romeo.
In downtown Branson traffic, for flight 1216, we're taking the runway. We're going to be departing 330. Where that inbound traffic will be watching for you, but we're going to be taking off 30. Then once we get up a little ways, we'll start making our turn to the south, downtown traffic. All right, baby, you ready?
Can't see anything.
All right, let's go to Poto. Speed live. And here comes our rotation speed. Let's go flying. Our runway, so flaps can come up. You're looking at your outside for that inbound traffic, babe.
Don't see anything but the sun in my eyes.
Okay.
Park downtown, Air 13150 is 5 to the southwest over the dam, inbound to join west downwind for runway 30. Clark.
Okay, he's over the dam. I'm trying to see where he's at.
He did. He's over the dam.
Yeah, baby. I'm watching him on 45.
I don't see him.
Let's go direct, enter.
Is he above us or below us?
He's 600 feet above us, babe.
Well, I sure don't see him.
500 feet above us. We're going away from him. He's over on your side somewhere right now.
Don't see him, Brett.
Traffic, 2 o'clock, high, 1 mile.
Here.
2 o'clock, I still don't see him. It's behind us now.
Are you sure?
Yep. All right, let's get climbing.
There he is. There he is. I see him.
Deal. Let's go direct, enter. We're going to go nav, and indicated.
Sees him. It's right there.
Pick up my heading bug. And Springfield approach for flight 1216.
For flight 1216, Springfield approach, clock 554.
2554 on the squawk. Yeah, we're off downtown. 2,800, climbing up to 8. Just looking to pick up our IFR to Romeo Kilo Romeo.
For flight 1216, with the contact up to Grand Clark Airport, clear to Romeo Kilo Romeo Airport via direct, maintain 8,000.
Yes, sir. Position checked, and we're cleared direct up to 8,000 for flight 1216.
And current altimeter is going to be 2998.
98216.
Further tag 840, contact Kansas City Center now, 13.
All right, away we go. Had that inbound traffic. I'd kind of pay attention to him. Oh, other than that, wasn't too complicated. Found some bugs, that's for sure.
Approach altimeter 2998.
Hey, let's put our traffic in unlimited, get our screens set up the way we want them. it's pretty. Table Rock's pretty from the air, for sure.
Clark downtown, Air Turkey 150 is going west downwind for runway 30, Clark.
Alright, let's go get Poto's weather. We got a build-up right there in front of us we may have to deal with. We'll see where everything kind of lines out once we get up here. Let's go get Poto's frequency, go ahead and get it loaded.
3632, right downwind 20.
That up, let's set 21.5. That popped up, so we got that all the way over. We got that set the way I want it. It's all looking good. Yeah, it was warm today, warm and sticky. We didn't really have a plan or an agenda, which was kind of cool. We just kind of went and explored, checked out some places that we hadn't been when we come up here, so that was kind of neat. Kind of cool about aviation, how you can do some stuff like that. A little bit of right rudder in, not too much though, because of the way the wind's hitting us.
It looks like that's what we're running into.
Yeah, that little piece right there, so we'll end up, I can see around the left side of it, and that's which way we'll go once we get up here a little closer to it.
It's pushing off to the left.
And Springfield approach for flight 1216 with a request.
For flight 1216, approach, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Looks like that only buildup that's out here is going to be straight in front of our path. Can we, looks like deviating to the left will be our shortest route to get around it. Can we do that and then let you know when we get back on course?
For flight 1216, affirmative, deviation left course is approved, just by the direct destination.
Copy that for 216. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're going to go into heading mode, synchro heading bug first, and then we're going to switch over to heading, and then I'm going to start twisting us to the left. Just keep us on that clear that we can see over there. 8,000 looks like it's going to top everything that's there. Also, kind of what my ForeFlight's showing me is that clears us as well of it.
For flight 1216, got the raceback approach now 126.6, we'll see ya.
26.6 for 216. Thank you for your help, sir. See ya. All right,
32, Kazakh Tower,
26.6. Let's raise her back. Let's get them up there. Find us a spot to jump in, and we'll talk to them. And raise her back approach hello for flight 1216, 5, or looks like 6,000, climbing up to 8. We're deviating a little bit to the left for the only build up out here. Then we'll be back on course.
For flight 1216, raceback approach, Roger, Drake, altimeter 29908, advise when you're direct photo.
All right, 2998, and we'll let you know when we're back on course for 216. Sound like the same guy. Freaking Springfield approach and Razorback approach. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It sounded like it though. Cylinder heads are looking good. EGTs are kind of, because of those probes, I think I got some probes I need to work on. But EGTs are pretty even. That's my main concern. Oil temp looks good. 198. Oil pressure's 46. I'm happy with those numbers. From what I'm looking at in front of us, is 8,000. It's gonna pop us off of this little bitty thin layer that's down low. And then once we get to the other side of this little build up right here, we'll...
Traffic is turning towards me, and they're about 1,000 feet below. You may do a spacing turn to the left. That was on Rogers, but push back. 5830 Whiskey, Roger. I'm watching them. They are heading east on 1,800 right now. Okay, Roger. I'll switch back to Rogers then. They're just kind of moving sporadically, so I figured I'd check up on you. 5830 Whiskey. Yeah, so the traffic, you're there, buddy. Southbound now. Roger, I'll switch back to 5830 Whiskey. Roger, traffic, check 5830 Whiskey, about 3 miles to the north, going straight in for 20, Roger, traffic.
Forgot to switch.
5830 Whiskey, still on 126.6, so 119.37 for Unicom. My bad, 5830 Whiskey, switching over.
All right, there's 7,000. 1,000 more to go.
We might have went right through the middle of those.
Probably could have. It's like this area looked better, but in hindsight, that is moving this way, so it would have been better to get behind it instead of in front of it. I made the mistake of getting in front of it before, and they keep crawling over on you as you get closer to it.
It's moving that way though, right?
Nope, it's moving this way. See the way the wind's hitting us? We got 22 knots hitting us straight across this way, so that wind's pushing all that this way. So the smarter decision would have been to go to the right instead of the left. That way you stay behind it instead of in front of it. Out here where all them windmills are, they're around Berryville. None of them are turning.
They're not even turning.
Okay, we're getting close, so let's look at Poto. Okay, we're going to be landing runway 18 because of the way the wind is.
1,700.
And the altimeter is 2993, we're 2998, so a little bit lower pressure. So that runway 18 played perfect for how we're coming in. The quickest way to get on the ground.
I did 299 965. 65965, your radar contact 2 miles south of Bentonville. You can resume on navigation. You can turn right, cross over X-Nay midfield.
Alright, there's 7900 fixing to level off. Kept the motor nice and cool in that climb, so that worked out good. Captured the altitude, start the timer. Fully lit off that right rudder.
65965, I've got traffic off your right wing that's part of Bentonville. Appears to be southbound, altitude indicates 1,800. 965, I got him inside. No factor, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to switch tanks.
965, right.
Have this pop off. I'll watch everything. Give it about another 30 seconds and then I'll start pulling our RPMs back. What is it? 3.5 hour drive for us to Hot Springs. And it's a little bit less than an hour. I mean, not Hot Springs, but Branson. A little bit less than an hour to get home, so.
Yeah, it's about 3.5 to 4 hours.
And it makes it nice. Okay. Start getting our RPMs back to where we want them, which I'm going to try to land as about 2540, 2520, somewhere in there. We'll see where it falls. And just slow and deliberate with that.
ADV 597, 10.5, sitting 10,000. 6597, raising back approach. C-Red, Hunto, descend to maintain 4,000. Hunto, descend to maintain 4,000.
I kind of like where that landed there. 2540, manifold pressure is 22.4.
I think we're going to get in some rain. That's rain.
There's my minute timer, so let's go ahead and start pulling our mixture back. There's our 1500 on the EGTs. Keep easing it back a little bit more. 13.5, and that's about perfect right there. 13.6, and we got 5 seconds left. All right, so now we can start twisting our heading bug, get us started to start getting us back on course.
39, raise back approach, turn 5 degrees right, vector for the Zulu into 16, advise me have Zulu, descend to pilot discretion, maintain
hey, I'm gonna go flight plan. My course down KRKR, direct, enter,
and
repaint my line.
I'll go 6,000.
I'll go a little bit farther forward, then we'll switch over into nav mode, that way we don't clip this little bitty back piece here.
Clouds growing.
No. It's just building up and probably create some rain here in a little bit.
I think it's raining. You can see the bottom of it.
Some other planes out here working their way around that as well. One up to 5,000 feet below us, the other one's 27,000 feet above us.
Because it's got some red in it. I'm looking at it on radar. It's like pouring out of the bottom of it. Now you can see that the rain, where you can't see it when the sun's in your eye. Look at that.
All right, let's go to direct, enter now. Let's switch over into nav mode and get us aiming towards home.
And look at the temperature.
It's
just dropped.
6,000, we have Zulu and we have Robles. 39, Roger, it's good, no delay through 7,000, please on your way to 6 and say request.
All right, let's hit our checklist right quick.
And
Cruise will show it. Fuel pump is off. Cruise power, we set it. Mixture, we set it. Your parameters we'll go look at once we get off this screen, and we are on the fullest tank. Look at our engine page, make sure we like everything over there. Everything's pointing the green, no yellow or red. It all looks good. Our cruise checklist is complete. I want to resync my heading bug. I put those where they're already set. We're a little bit east of northwest Arkansas than we usually are because of this buildup right here. So I'm coming in a little bit further over this direction than we're used to.
Yeah, 659, no traffic. Soon you in Shalom, change to advisory frequency, please take care.
Hurry.
Changing advisory frequency, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Ooh, that is some
659,
rain.
Yeah, the outside air temperature is 58. Coming up here was like 65 or something. So
But
that
I think it's because we're in this, maybe.
it's because of these clouds and stuff kind of killing off some of the direct sunlight made it get cooler. And looking how humid it is in front of us. Just it looks like smog. It's so humid. And Razorback approach, if I didn't tell you already, for flight 1216 is back, direct destination. Days like today is what makes it cool to own an airplane for sure. This would have been a full day getting there and back. By the time you figure gas stops, using the bathroom, stuff like that. Alright, we got just a little bit before they start descending us down, so probably just do a time lapse in this part and then pick it back up when they fire up our descent. Not a whole lot to talk about here since we're as far this side to the east in northwest Arkansas. Not in a lot of traffic out here, so I'll shut up. We'll pick it up on the way back. Alright, we just got handed off to Razorback approach, so we're going to talk to them. Probably fixing to get our descent down in photo. And Razorback approach, hello, for flight 1216, 8000. We've got the weather at Poto. We're going to plan on a visual for 18.
For flight 1216, Razorback approach, roger, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 4,000.
PD down to 4 for 216. Alright, she gave us pilot's discretion down to 4,000 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and bug that. I'm going to stay up here a little bit longer till my ESR indicates negative 500 because of the way I got it set up. That puts me in there about the way I want to be. And I get to stay up in this cooler air a little bit longer, so she give me PD, pilot's discretion. It's going to be Fort Smith just right up in front of us. So she can let us go down to 4,000 feet until we get to the other side of her, and then she can let us go down the rest of the way. So that's why we always get that 4,000 foot crossing altitude when we're inside Fort Smith's Tursa. Alright, as Poto starts coming into screen, I'll zoom us out a little bit so I can start getting a little bit more detail in the map. See if we can pick up the weather.
Roger, buildup 2, Selfie, 2.26, altimeter 2994, you must.
So we got 2994, I'm going to go ahead and bug that.
500.
Right, as we get close to negative 500, that's when I'll start on my descent. Normally I could see Kavanaugh by now, but because of how much humidity's in the air, it's so hazy with that humidity that you can't see it. That's a neat departure off of that airport. Because, I mean, it just falls off there at the end if you take off 30, and then you kind of turn and go out over the dam like we did. So that was neat. I was hoping we could do it that way. Had that inbound traffic that we had to be paying attention for. He was out there. But our paths would have kind of collided if we'd have just went direct and entered to Poto. So we kind of hooked it back over to the left a little bit because I could see him on here and made sure we were going to be on his left side. I'm sorry, on his right side. He would be on our right side and keep us where we could see each other. And we didn't see each other till there towards the end. Alright, so we're coming up on our 500, so I'm going to hit VS and altitude. That's going to take us down to 4,000 because I got 4,000 bug. That's what she told me I could go down to. Since we're on an IFR flight plan, we got to restrict ourselves to those rules.
It was, we couldn't see him because the sun was in our eyes.
Yeah, that too.
Plus, it wasn't really 2 o'clock. It's more like 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Yep. Just got a few little clouds laying here and there here, so looks like that one buildup. That one buildup back behind it was the only thing that is going to be in our way. Looks like about 12 more minutes. We should be on the ground at Poto. You guys in the comments, if you guys start asking some questions and stuff, what I'll try to do is I'll try to start during the kind of the quiet parts of the flight. I'll start writing those down and putting them in my notes, and so I'll take that time when we're in cruise flight and we're not too busy and just kind of hammer out some of those questions. So just feel free to ask whatever you need to about aviation, what's going on, anything that kind of have to do with what we're doing, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't, I'll ask somebody that knows. Get the answer for you. Because I sure don't know it all, that's for sure. I fly Friday to Oklahoma City. That's about a 20-gallon flight. Looks like we're going to be landing with 67 gallons. So that gives me more than enough reserve to get up there, so I'm not going to worry about fueling the plane before that flight. What I'll do is when I land up there, I'll buy fuel off of them. I'm sure I'm going to need to borrow a courtesy car and just fill up there as a courtesy for them letting us use the car. And things for sure, it's hot in Oklahoma and Arkansas and Missouri. Summer's definitely here. What's different this year is everything's still green. It's not burned up yet. We've had so much rain.
We really haven't had hot weather yet.
No, we've been pretty fortunate this time of year for here because usually we've had some 100-degree days by the time 4th of July gets here. We still haven't. We've had some heat indexes that high, but not a true 100 degrees yet.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's supposed to be the day.
Tomorrow's going to be 100.
Lots of humidity in there. Let's see what Poto says humidity is. 63%.
It seems like it's more than that, but
Well, we're going to get back a little bit too soon to get kind of a cool sunset, unfortunately.
there's really no clouds, though.
Nope.
So it wouldn't be much
Yeah.
of a
Probably wouldn't get a good color.
better.
All right, I can see Kavanaugh finally.
Yep. Can see it.
That Sugarloaf over here.
Can see it peeking.
I'll start pulling our power back because once we get the other side, I'll be dropping down. All right, we're coming up on our 4,000 feet. 4,000 feet, I always check, make sure I still got brake pressure. And I do, and my boost pump comes on. And I've actually got the airport inside. And Razorback approach for flight 1216. We have Poto in sight, and we can cancel IFR with you at this time.
For flight 1216, roger. IFR cancellation receiving a traffic observed between you and the airport. A frequency changes approved.
Okay, man. We'll keep the squawk code to the ground. Talk to you next time. See ya.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good night.
You as well. All right, we can go down to 1500 now. And I'm going to put the switches over into heading mode because as of right now, we're heading straight towards the middle of the airport. I want to kind of come out here to the north of town and kind of get set up to make that left base to a 1-8 landing. So my switches over into heading mode, take autopilot into heading mode. Really kind of turn us this direction. I've got pattern altitude at 1500 feet. It's actually 1451. I always round it up. Got it set at 1500, so that's where the autopilot's going to take us down to. I'm going to pull our power back. 50% right now.
We're in Oklahoma now.
Yep.
It just crossed.
I'm going to increase my mixture. Pull my power back to compensate for that mixture increase.
We're over at Ashley and them's house.
Yeah, somewhere out in there.
Yeah, we are.
There's the rock yard, Ibsen's rock yard right there.
There's the gas station on the corner there.
Corner Mart.
Yeah, and then the Dollar General. This is Highway 112 right here.
Yep. Yeah, we're kind of following it in. I see Poto out there, so I like what this is looking like. Right up in front of us where the road kind of curves back to the right is where solid rock is.
Outside of rock, yeah.
Yeah, air temperature jumped up to 82. You can tell the air conditioner
Yeah,
was having to work a little bit harder.
that nice cloud blocked a lot of it. And we're just driving down the highway.
Kind of are.
Highway 112.
This rock yard, so this one right here, that's Andy's. That's the one I come over here
Yeah.
for sometimes. It's the one they opened up over here.
Yeah, so there's the little, whatever that, biscuits and whatever that is called.
Bugs and biscuits.
And then there's the school. Cameron School.
And Poto traffic for flight 1216. We're about 8 miles to the, see, that'd be the northeast. We're going to set up for kind of a modified left base, kind of a 45 left base actually, and then a 1-8 straight in landing for Poto traffic.
And we're right over the rock yard.
Yep. Right there's 2,000 feet. It's going to stop at about 1,500. I'm going to start pulling power back because we're going to be struggling to get slowed down fast enough. So I'm going to pull us back to about 40%. Alright, there's our 1,500 feet. Fixing to catch it. Over our power back even more. Again, I'm going to check my brakes one more time. And I'm going to kick the autopilot off. And puddle traffic for flight 1216. We're about 3.5 miles out on a 1-8 straight in photo traffic landing. Alright, I'm going to hold us up here. Get some airspeed blood off. That first notch of flaps in. There's our 119, so we can put it in. Kind of balloon up a little bit.
Photo school. There's
Let
runway.
some more speed bleed off. Put us there a little bit longer. Just to that 104, there it is. Now put the last notch of flaps in. Now we're fully configured. Glide slope showing that we're a little bit high. I don't want to get any slower than about 90 knots out here. I'm at 94 right now. But the wind's almost straight down the runway. And puddle traffic short final 1-8 for flight 1216. Full stop landing, puddle traffic.
500.
A 500 foot call out, still a little bit high. Those are my pappies. Wind's kind of quartering us this way. There, the glide slope's coming in. Get on those rudders, that way I can take those out as we get down there close.
There's the mook house.
And if for whatever reason we have to go miss, I'll pitch up, power up, and then clean up. It's 89 knots. Get closer, I'm slowly starting to pull the power back. A little bit low on the glide slope now, but I know I've got the runway made. I'm in visual conditions. Pull under back even more. And let's get into that flare. There she is. Coming up and all the juice going off.
What?
And instead of working the brakes too hard, I'm just going to let us go all the way down to the... to make that first taxiway though. Look at Cirrus on the ramp. I know whose it is. Looks like Tony's there working on the airplane. Hopefully he left enough room for us to get in. Okay, flaps up. We are still on the fullest tank, so that's good. Already got my alt 2 off. I can clear my squat code now that we're on the ground. And Poto traffic for flight 1216, we are clear of the runway, Poto. Alright guys, thanks a lot for coming along, and again, this was just a day trip up to Branson. And if you would, that thumbs up, like and subscribe, all that stuff that every YouTube tells you to do. It really does help though. Helps to get the channel more exposure and helps to motivate whatever channel it is, me or whoever you like. It helps to motivate them to produce more content, and a lot of them helps them to pay for more equipment to produce better content with. So it might seem like a small thing, but it does really help. So thank you guys again. I'm thankful that I got to take the passenger that I did today with me. And we'll talk to you next time.